You won't be able to. You'll have to ask me to ask her some.
Okay. There we go.
Walk just entertains me.
There we go. Oh shit.
Walk just.
Well, what did he say?
He's just excited. Are you ready for the new live stream? I'm Fwok here before I joined Kane and Corey. It's the translation. It's funny.
I'm Fwok here. That's hilarious.
We haven't had any Tim issues in a while.
Yeah.
Did Tim disappear, Mafia? What's going on with that guy?
Or is Tim?
Fwok?
Yeah.
Maybe he's outsmarting us all.
Yeah. Staten Island Chris said his wife wants to leave him. Well, you don't say.
Well, that's not a very empathetic response.
Well, I mean, listen. I've been there.
He's saying, you don't know why, but from the outside looking in, it would seem that maybe he had something to do with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I've been there, He said I'm just a shit guy.
And with the laugh emoji, so at least he knows it, and he's... Give her the baby. Have to worry about that then. Come back when the baby's old enough to know you're there.
On another installment, what would Kane do? That's funny.
That's not real advice. I would never give that for real.
No, I know you would.
That's just two different people.
No, but it's true. Women can only take so much. I've dealt with that,
And if he's not going to bother to improve upon himself,
yeah.
if he just, even though he knows, see, that's the bad thing. You know you're an ass, and you don't do anything about it. That's all your fault. At that point, you know what you're doing, and you're hoping she leaves you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd stop.
Yeah, I mean,
at least that's what common sense tells me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you gave a shit, you would show her that you're at least trying to make some improvements. But if you just who cares? Well, then I guess you're getting what you wanted.
Doreen's birthday today. Happy birthday, Doreen.
Happy birthday, Doreen.
She's an OG.
And Jay, you haven't done it for a while, but you were one of those people who was like, you'd have a fight with her, and then you'd call me. It's over, bro. It's over, bro. I'm like, just let it last. Then the next day you're fine. It's over, bro. You're like a chicken that way. It's you're very reactionary and emotional.
I am. You're right. But you know what? You realize, listen, marriage is not all peaches and cream every day. You gotta.
Of course not.
You gotta take the.
I would say most days it's not. Not that I've ever been married, but.
No, but then kids enter the picture, right? And it's not just you and her anymore. It's us, and you have different ways you want to raise. Like we were raised differently, so like when he touches, I say let him touch the stove. He'll know not to do it again. She says don't let him touch the stove. He needs to know that he can't. Like you butt heads because of that. On one of many things. Sorry. This weather out here is. Man.
All right.
Kayla says marriage is easy when it's with the right peeps. Yes, but I mean, not every day is always good. You love your job, but not every day is a good job. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's always there's peaks and valleys. You know?
If you're in any kind of relationship, not every day is good.
Right.
That's just life. It's the nature of life. Some days the weather's great. Some days the weather sucks.
Right. Exactly. I'm reading. I'm sorry I delayed that. I'm reading what they were saying there. Have you heard? Oh, no.
Wait. Kyla said marriage is easy when it's with the right person.
And then she said,
aren't you single? She's not married, is she?
I think she's divorced. She's serious with somebody, though.
Yeah.
Michaela the D-Bag, been with my husband 5 years. We've had more good times than bad. Yeah, no, of course.
You're lucky. Good for you.
There are some bad times, right? I mean, not bad times. There's just trying times. Whether it be internally, externally, that thing, you know.
You probably can. I'll just give you a warning. Look, open. We're going to do something in the show. So open ESPN.com or just Google NFL Power Rankings. Any of them are fine because you're going to need that.
NFL Power Rankings Week 6. Is that fine? Oh, Week 5.
Well, if they have Week 6, we're coming up on Week 6.
This is Week 6. Hold on. Week 6 from London to Dublin. Oh wait, is this 2023? Oh no, it's 24.
NFL Week 6 Power Rankings, how all 32 teams stack up.
What can you? I don't know what website you're looking at.
ESPN.com/NFL/story. Blah, 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 blah. Just Google NFL Power Rankings Week 6 ESPN and it will pop up.
Power Rankings. Come on, this fucking computer.
What's up, Brad?
Oh, here we go. Okay.
All right, I'm going to get going.
All right.
And we're back! Kane and Corey show. Excuse me. How the hell are you?
Yeah.
Wow, what's going on? I still don't feel right from the fucking weekend, man. I don't know what's happening.
Like you're off or you don't?
I'm off in the head. I don't know what it is. Too much alcohol. But whatever. I'm not here to bitch. I'm here to entertain.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's entertain.
Fuck, I fucked up. All right, here we go. Start over. I hate fucking having to do this fucking sound.
I know.
Hate it.
And we're back!
Kane and Corey show. How the hell are you? My name is Kane. That is producer Jay.
What up?
It's just us today. Corey is still, God knows where. Off on the West Coast somewhere. Have you texted him?
I did. I haven't heard back. I mean, not. and it's not like I'm texting him and he's 3 hours behind me because we're in the same time frame here.
I know. Well, big news last night. Kaela, give me a call. Michaela. She's down there in Orlando. where the storm just went through. I just want to see if everything's all right on her end, if she sustained any damage. I think she's in Orlando, so I think she's pretty fine. And once we done talking to her, that Lieutenant Dan story is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You hear about Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The guy who refused. There she is. Wirtz. No, Weirtz. What's your last name? Weirtz?
Words. God, please don't say my last name. It's awful.
Well, whoops.
Yeah, but she has an exotic first name and a white last name.
Right. Jay says you got a white last name and exotic first name.
I was married to an Irishman, so yeah.
Well, what's your real last name? Why don't you go back to that?
My maiden name is Santana.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way more sexy than Wirtz. Hey. Jason Wirtz.
It's not my fault. It was through marriage. Leave me alone.
No, go back. Are you not allowed to go back? How does that work?
No, I can go back. You know what? It's a lot of work. I don't feel like switching my name all over again, and then you have to switch every single document, and it's money. No.
Oh, yeah.
It's too much.
You had me at documents. Fuck that. No.
It's too much time, and then if I get married again, I have to switch it again. So I'm leaving it.
Well, so 3 million, that's the last number I saw. 3 million people in Florida are without power. You seem like you have power?
Oh, sorry. Repeat whatever you said because you just cut out.
Oh, I said 3 million people in Florida from the last number that I heard are without power. You have power?
I have power. What happened was my son's with his dad, who's in one part of Orlando, and I didn't feel like being by myself, so I came to my cousin's house to, have a hurricane party, drinks, food, all this shit. And her neighborhood's perfectly fine. I mean, there's some downed trees and limbs and some tree debris, and there's a little bit of flooding, but we have power. We've been I don't want to say having fun the whole time, but we woke up probably like around 3 o'clock to torrential winds, and it was really, really loud, so we couldn't really sleep properly. But given the circumstances and what could have potentially happened, we have no complaints.
That's good. Yeah, it gets scary. I mean, like because you don't know if the roof's going to come off. The Tropicana Field roof came off. Of course, that's Tampa. That's a lot closer to the coast. But you see those pictures? I think they should just leave that off. It's much better. Yeah. Instead of building a new stadium, just kind of, okay, the roof is off. Let's just reconstruct this one now. That's really what they should do with that. But
yeah. And you know what? I was in Jacksonville on Monday, and when I was headed back home, which is further south, heading north on 75, it was disastrous. There were so many cars that were part of the evacuation, which I'm glad that people are actually taking this seriously, because living in Florida for as long as I have, I'm kind of used to it. So I was like, whatever. But if you're on the coast, knowing that you're going to get hammered, yeah, your ass should have left. So for the people that stayed and rode it out, I hope they're okay. But I know that St. Pete area, from what I've seen, is underwater. So I don't know. I feel bad for those people.
What are you hearing about places like Fort Myers? Because they were was that a couple of years ago? Like the beach was completely destroyed and they had to rebuild. How is that doing?
Be honest with you, Kane, I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't really seen much about Fort Myers. I've seen a lot of reporting regarding Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota area. I feel like Fort Myers, Miami, Port St. Lucie, all of that. I don't know. They haven't touched on it too much. I know Daytona, from what I've seen, there are some parts that are flooded. And where's another part? Somewhere here in Orlando, there's a couple of neighborhoods that are flooded, but it hasn't been anything horrific, like especially not like what you've seen in North Carolina or on the coast. So there's some damage, but it's nothing compared to Helene and what other people have experienced. So we were really, really lucky this time.
I guess there are some positives about living in the fucking cesspool that is the center of Florida.
Yes, this is true. Being so far inland, that's why I wasn't too worried about it. But you're right. I mean, I hate it here, but with a hurricane, as far inland as you can get, that's the best you can do.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of standing water because now the skeeters are going to breed?
Oh, God.
Yeah, my ass is staying inside.
Well, so what kind of party were you having? Did you get hammered last night then? Does anybody have to go to work today? Is it business as usual today as far as work goes? Are you everybody off or what?
Everybody's off because of some of the flooding. They're more concerned about downed power lines. There are a lot of people that are without power, so they don't want people out and about in the roads. And Floridians, they'll listen. And you've seen the videos where there are places that are flooded and people are out in kayaks and jet skis and swimming and being dumb idiots. That's going to happen. And there's going to be people up there that are going to get injured because they're not paying attention. But from what I've seen, everybody's off, unless you're a first responder, of course. Everybody's off.
Right.
Everybody's trying to do their repairs, and it's going to be a slow process. But I'm not going to work today. Fuck that.
Is it the Wild Wild West with the gators now? Are they just everywhere? How does that work?
I personally have not seen any. I hope that I don't. And I'm pretty sure some places that have flooding that are by ponds or lakes or whatever, I'm sure they'll be there swimming around, and people don't care. That's the sad part.
Jeez. There would be nothing more frightening for me than to be, waist deep in floodwaters in Florida, like the dark, murky water and you can't see. Holy fuck.
Yep. No, listen, I hate to say it, but us black people, we don't do that shit.
Yeah, black people don't swim. Yeah, no.
We keep our ass inside because we know better.
You know what? We've had that discussion on the show before. The stupid shit that white people do. You never see a black person go skydiving. You never see a black person do anything remotely fucked up.
Nope. Not at all. We're not about that risk at all. I mean, I'm adventurous, don't get me wrong, but I know my limits, and I know when it's like, yeah, that's certain death. I'm good.
Well, wait.
I'm not gonna do it.
What's adventurous then for black people?
Like hiking, I would
Walking around. Holy shit. We're risking our lives here, folks.
listen, we have bears and mountain lions here, so yeah. That is a huge risk because we don't know what the hell we can encounter if we go hiking. Me, myself, I would love to see a bear or a mountain lion. With
What?
normal people, not necessarily.
Why are you so afraid of everything?
Do you want to go and jump out of a plane and
No.
maybe your parachute will open?
No,
Okay,
no. But why is it just collectively, why is that something your race has figured out, but nobody else has?
I don't know. I think we're just more so about being careful. And there are some black people out there that risk it. Don't get me wrong. But
Right, sure.
99% of us are like, no, thank you. Hard pass.
Okay, hiking and what else is scary? Driving over the speed limit?
Oh no, I fly down roads. I don't care about that. I don't know. All of the stuff that you see, like I said, when it's flooded and people are being stupid, that's not us.
All right.
Prime example. When there's maybe, let's say, a crowd of people running in one direction, we don't stop and be like, oh my God, what's happening? We don't ask questions. We just go. And then we find out later.
So hang on a second then. What I'm gleaning from this is that movies are full of shit. The black person in real life would never be the first to die.
100% it is.
Wow.
Be the
That's
first to leave.
That's
We don't
fucked
take a-
up. The black person would get into the car that's running to escape the predator.
100%. 100%.
The black
We
person
ask questions later.
would never go hide in the shed with the machetes and the axes
The
that are hanging from
chainsaws.
the walls and the chainsaws that are running.
Yeah, we don't enter a house and say, hello. We're like, no, fuck this. I'm out.
The black person would never be running behind everyone else and trip and fall and ruin their ankle and then get eaten.
Right. Exactly.
Wow.
Like,
Fucking
you learn.
fucking Hollywood, man. Well, I'm glad you're okay and everything else.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Good. See?
I wasn't worried. I figured you would be being where you are, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, now I have your number, so I'll just be blowing up your phone all the time.
Yeah. Now you have it. Don't give it. Don't put it in the Mafia Discord.
Nah, no one else will have it if they don't have it already.
All right.
All right, man.
I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Wow.
British Nick says I can hear Corey cringing right now. Why would Corey be cringing? I don't get it.
I mean, he's right. He says it. He said it before. A black person has never discovered a wild pit bull. They just have
Yeah.
them.
And this is Michaela's saying it.
Yeah, it's not us.
And I was learning. What I said was just what she said. I was expanding upon the things she was saying.
But it's
Why are
true.
we
You
so
never,
I think British Nick must have been kidding. I don't think he's that uptight. The shit that we say on this show, come on.
no way. And Corey says it too. I mean,
I know.
sometimes in his jokes he even says it.
Keeping it real, yo.
Yes, y'all.
So Lieutenant Dan, this is some guy, if you don't know, they call him Lieutenant Dan because just like in the movie, what movie was it? Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yeah.
Lieutenant Dan was missing both legs. This Lieutenant Dan in Tampa is just missing one leg, but they call him that because whatever. He looks like I think he was formerly in prison, whatever. He's homeless, but he lives in this sailboat. And everybody was trying to get him out of the sailboat because, dangerous. The cop at one point, I guess there was cops there trying to get him out. And then the mayor did a press conference. I think it was the mayor. Did a press conference, said, Lieutenant Dan is now safe. He's in a shelter. If we can get Lieutenant Dan in a shelter, then everybody should come to the shelter. He was just lying, though. He was using that to get other people to safety. Lieutenant Dan never left. And there's just a couple of videos. This is the first one. And I love his logic here. He's like, well, why am I afraid of the water? I'm in a boat.
All right, Jay, they're saying 20-foot storm surge.
It could be 120. It doesn't matter. The boat floats. That's the whole thing. Keep the water on the outside of the boat, and the boat will go up with the water and down with the water.
Amen, brother.
That's what we want to do.
Can we please get you into a hotel?
No.
Everybody's been asking, man. We got to get you off this thing.
Listen, the only way I'm going to go to a motel room is if a woman invites me and she's going to stay. That's the only way I'm going. That's the only thing I give the boat up for is a girl.
A girl. The Jenny. For a girl. Even with the 150-mile-an-hour winds.
You know what? I ain't worried about none of that.
He's not worried, guys.
Listen, you see this tattoo right here? IGY6. I got you 6. I got your back. Because
Yes,
God's
sir.
got mine. So if
And
I say I
God's got his
got you, I
back.
got you. And if I got you, God got you. I ain't worried about it. And I really, what am I going to fear? Dying?
So that was, when they were in the very beginning
In the
process.
beginning, yeah,
it was
yeah,
still
yeah.
a nice day there, and they're trying to get him in. This is him. He shot his own video from inside of his boat, talking about how he's just going to ride it out. He's getting banged around a little bit, but
Right now, I'm riding out. Don't get me wrong. If I start bouncing around and I start hearing things crack and break, I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't fear the storm. I don't fear anything, but the government, the police, the mayor, everybody's trying to get me to leave in the worst way. I wish they would leave me alone. If nobody saw me on TikTok, I'd be out here by myself right now, doing the same thing I'm doing right now, just sitting here. They don't do anything to help you. They just tell you that you have to leave, that it's a flood zone or whatever, and that you have to evacuate. Well, where am I supposed to go? And how am I supposed to get there? I don't have a car. I don't have anywhere to go. And then you tell me you're going to put me in a shelter. I'm not going to a shelter. I've been to shelters and I've seen what goes on in them. I'm doing my own thing. And if I'm risking my life, then so be it. I'm in God's hands.
guy's got a lot of sense.
Wow. Yeah.
And I guess there's one guy, Tampa Terrence is what he goes by, who's been, I guess he's the one who set up a GoFundMe for him, and he's got all these, he's using Lieutenant Dan for his own benefit too.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
But he's got all these videos, and here he is helping as Lieutenant Dan's being bounced around. Oh, wait, it was already up.
It is really flooded pretty much everywhere.
Long story short, he was anchored, and he was right. In one of the other videos, he's like, look, what happened when God brought the flood? He told Noah to build an ark.
An ark. Yeah, yeah.
Noah lived. All the animals lived. I'm in a boat, man. So what happens if the water comes in? Well, then I'll go up with the water, and then I'll go down with the water. Like, last I heard, the water was still out, so he was kind of trapped on the floor, on the seabed or whatever it is. He's like, oh, the water comes back in, I'll be fine.
I saw so many people said, I don't know about everybody else, but I want to know what's going on with that Lieutenant Dan character. So, like,
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's the one who fucking, he's like gave the finger to the storm, and he's fine.
Yeah. God got his back, man.
I only heard of a few deaths, which, is a few too many.
Too many, right.
I'm not trying to cast light on the subject, but one incident that I'm not saying I wish he would have died, but this is pretty fucking funny, man. If you're going to go stand in the fucking storm for clicks, then you deserve to get hit by debris, Anderson Cooper.
You can see it in the light there. It is now just whipping off the Manatee River. It's coming in from kind of the north, I guess, northeast. And the
And
water.
he was so bad at it, too. Like, Hell, here's the rain. I don't even know what direction
See it
I'm
in the
looking
light
at.
there. It is now just whipping off the Manatee River. It's coming in from kind of the north, I guess, northeast, and the water now is really starting to pour over. If you look at the graph, whoa. Okay, that wasn't good.
He got, he got
And the
drilled
water
in the gut by, like, was that a shingle?
Now it's really
It looked
starting
like
to
a
pour
shingle.
over. If you look at the graph, whoa,
Oh shit!
right in the midsection.
to pour over. If you look at the graph,
I can't pause it right in the right spot.
pour over. If you look at the graph,
Oh, there it is. Oh,
That's a nice 2x2. A chunk of something.
yeah, and you know it was coming fat. That had to have hurt.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I don't feel bad for you. What the fuck, you dumbass? You're standing right by the railing, right on the water. Let's see what happens,
Whoa.
if anything.
okay, that wasn't good. We'll probably go inside shortly, but you can see
You think?
the amount of water here on the ground.
First of all, there's like an inch.
I know. All right.
This is water from the Manatee River. It's also water coming from the land as well.
God almighty.
Yeah, Gavin says they won't be happy until somebody dies on camera. So
It's true.
stupid.
True.
So
and it's going to
stupid.
happen. You know why they do that, though? The only reason they do that is because people will turn on the Weather Channel to see Jim Cantori standing outside in the middle of all the shit. It's ratings. You're risking your life for ratings. Now, I'm fascinated with weather. I used to I chased a tornado when I was 18 in my convertible and in Minnesota. And I would stand out there, but I would stand out there without a camera. I'm just fascinated by the whole thing, and I love fucking storms. Like I said, I might have told the story. I flew to, back in, was it 91 or 90, Hurricane Andrew? When that destroyed Florida and the East Coast.
Yeah.
I purposely flew back. I used to work there, and I purposely flew back to hang out with some friends because I wanted to be in the storm. But we were in West Palm Beach, and we missed all the good shit because the good shit was further south. But I mean, I love it. So I would do what he did, but I just for fun.
CK Ellis said, see, again, something else black people won't do. Chase a storm. Shake my damn head. Amen, KL. I get it.
What's too dangerous for you guys? Oh, hiking. I don't want to be outside. Well, I don't go hiking either in the wrong neighborhoods. It all depends on where I am. I'm not going hiking on the south side of Chicago. I don't care what kind of nice trails they have. Littered with shotgun shells.
Your cousin Brad Peterson said someone off camera probably threw that at him for ratings.
It's probably true. Because we've all seen the setup videos. Remember when the woman was in the boat? She was broadcasting from in the canoe, and then
Yes.
a couple guys walked past her with the water up to their, like, below their knees, right? And then there was the
Yes.
other one where the anchor was standing like he was fighting the wind, right? And then two guys just stroll gently behind him.
Oh, yeah.
So he was faking the wind. The other woman was faking the depth of the flood water. I mean, they'll do that.
Was it you that posted yesterday where it was an anchor who like poured water on his face and was like, all right, let's get ready for this. And he made himself look like he was like drenched in water when in reality he had poured it on his head? Was that you that posted
No,
that?
I don't think that was me, but I would like to see that.
Yeah, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Because, again, I laughed because we've seen so many of those. Again, the guy's walking by the girl holding the fucking thing like she was getting blown away. You
It
know?
just goes to you can't trust anything that you see on network television, which is why I used to make fun of people who would say, well, I get my news from social media, from Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. But those are real videos. Anybody can be a journalist, citizen journalists. Citizen journalists are more trustworthy than any of the numbknuckles that you see on the network news or the local news in general. If it's a news organization, right there, you don't trust it. I want to see someone. And they were trying to shut down all the locals who were posting videos. They were told not to post by FEMA. All the locals up in Asheville and the Appalachian Mountains, they were told to stop posting because they were the ones who were there, and they were the ones throwing FEMA under the bus and telling everybody what the real story was because it wasn't being reported. So nobody wanted that out. But those are the people who I trust.
Yeah.
I trust the woman who's sitting on her roof watching floodwaters go by. I believe what I'm seeing. I believe the woman who's sitting in her car because her house is destroyed and she's bawling her eyes out talking about the shit that she's going through.
Yeah.
That's you just think that, oh, that's just a video that somebody posted. No, that's citizen journalism.
That's life. That's people's everyday life. Yeah.
She's reporting right there.
I
That's
think
really
you
the only shit I trust, and that's where I get most of my news.
Or you could be like Stephanie. She says she gets her only news of the day from you, Kane, from the Kane and Corey show.
Well, and that's not there should go other places, but that's not a horrible place to start because I try to gather all of this shit that I see.
Right.
All of the stuff that you're not being shown. That's kind of what I like doing. Like it or not, believe it or not, that's up to you. I'm not expecting you to believe everything I show, but when I find something interesting, one of my old bosses always said, we were sitting in a meeting and you always hate to be air checked. Air checked is when, you do a show on the radio. Oh God. Right. Jay's shaking his head.
Yeah.
Just sends shivers up your spine as a DJ. I want to do an air check session. So you got to go in his office and he'll sit there and he'll hit play and then you listen to one of the breaks you did and then he'll hit pause and just destroy you.
Yeah.
And then right? And then he'll hit play on the next one and then you're done and he'll hit pause and destroy you. And you walk out of there with your tail between your legs and your confident shot. And it's just the fucking worst.
You're like, why the fuck am I in radio? Like, what am I doing here?
Where was I going with this?
You were talking about how you pull news, the news.
Oh, yeah. So, no, was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll just deliver what I see. Oh, that's where I was going. We started talking about, like, content. I'm like, well, how do I know what content to bring and what content to use? He's like, well, if it's interesting to you, it'll be interesting to everyone else. Because you'll probably talk about it in a way that'll make it interesting, even if the content itself isn't interesting. So that's kind of what my theory is. If I see something I like that I think is interesting, well, I'm like, well, cool. I'm just going to bring it and see what happens.
Yeah, because like you said, you like to pull the shit that they don't report on the news. And again, it's a good starting place. So, yeah.
Right. You get called names. You conspiracy theorist. There have been people who have definitely probably more than I know, but there's been a couple who actually have bothered to send me a DM. I'm leaving the show because you're crazy. I'm paraphrasing, but basically, I'm like,
I've seen
whatever.
Those.
Yeah, you're free to do what you want. Those are the people who are just scared to hear another side. Just can't we discuss stuff?
Those are the people that are the puppets. They hate to really be informed that they're being, they're being puppeted, or what's the word? So they get upset and they say, "Oh, you're crazy." Anytime somebody says you're crazy, it's them that's crazy because they realize that they've been duped this whole fucking time.
Right.
And now you just made them realize that, and they feel stupid.
No, it's what's funny is we've been lied to for 50 fucking years, 100 years, however long it's been. Pick a number. But especially after we've gone through the past 4 years of just been nothing but lies. The whole COVID, the biggest liars, liars in this whole thing is the U.S. government.
Oh, God.
Telling us all this shit, what was good for us, what wasn't good for us. No such thing as natural immunity, they were trying to tell you. What the fuck? And people believed it because they were being told that. My point is, after all of that, now they forgot about all of that, and they're right back to like, well, I listened to the science on these storms. There's no way that they could engineer a storm. Even though there's a list of weather patents that I could show you and you could look up, and all it takes is 5 minutes on Google to know that weather is being engineered.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's not a crazy conspiracy theory. Well, but the weathermen say, well, it's the same fucking thing. They don't ask the meteorologists. They only ask the meteorologists who are willing to be part of the lie. And they want their money and they want their grants for this and that and the other. So of course they're going to say what.
It's the same thing, and people don't want to believe that the media causes. And the reason I'm bringing this up is, and I know you want to move on, but yesterday after the event, we all went out to dinner, and there was somebody sitting at the table who had the biggest Trump derangement syndrome I've ever seen in my life. And she voted for Trump. Her life, she was asked a few questions. Who'd you vote for? I'll tell you, I voted for Trump, she said. I said, somebody asked, well, was your life better today or 4 years ago? She said, of course, 4 years ago, groceries were cheaper, et cetera, et cetera. So then what about Trump don't you like? I just don't like the way he talks to people. I don't like the way he bullies people. Okay, fine.
You know what? If she was ever up for a murder rap, that's the kind of person that she wants representing her.
So I said exactly what you said. I said this guy he's fighting for us as people. Like, you're going to pay 53% capital gains taxes if Kamala Harris gets in office. I mean, what the fuck? I have never, honestly, outside of TV, I have never seen it in person, and it was like sick. But she couldn't say.
Really?
I swear to God, I've never seen it outside of TV, and it was just like the media points you in a place for the weather and everything. They make you think that he's a bully and he's this and he's that. I'd rather have a bully.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have that.
He's a bully to the people he needs to be standing up to. He's not a bully to regular fucking people. Those are all lies, man.
Yeah. That's
He gave where is it here? President Trump, he housed 275 Florida linemen free of charge at his Doral, Miami resort. He was the one who showed up in the mountains. He's the one who fucking goes to all the fucking military functions.
Right.
He's the one who visits families. You don't hear about it all, but he's the one who goes and visits victims' families at the hospital and soldiers and this and that. He makes surprise visits when he was president to Iraq or wherever anybody was stationed. He's the one who cares about fucking people.
I think Dawn said it the perfect way. I hate when people confuse assertiveness for bullying or bluntness for bullying. He's assertive and blunt. He's not a politician at heart. And then the person said yesterday, well, he's an actor.
All politicians are actors. But you know what?
mean,
he's not a politician. He hasn't changed. He's been the same fucking guy as the guy when Oprah interviewed him asking if he wanted to be president. You can go back and look at all of his interviews from years ago. Years and years ago. He's never changed. He's still the same guy. He's still the fuck you, I'll do it my way guy.
Yeah. And that's how you want it. You don't want somebody who's just another puppet.
Yeah. And that's why they don't want him in. And that's why they're trying to kill him, because he's going against what they want to be done. It's funny. I'm just going to see how many followers I lose on Instagram. I reposted this. No offense, but if you're voting for the woman who's objectively leading us into World War III because you're worried about abortion or LGBT rights that aren't even at risk, you are fucking stupid. I mean, it couldn't be put any more bluntly than that, right?
Yeah.
Succinctly and blunt. Now there's a video going around. They tried to use it as this is why Donald Trump sucks. But if you read all the comments, it's all gay people going, this is why I love him. He's at some function, and he goes, where's the gay for Trumpers at? The gays for Trump. And then they pointed themselves out, and he goes, you don't look gay. And everybody, all the gays were like, that's what you want. He's treating us like normal people.
Yeah.
He gives everyone shit. And you know what? That's how many times you see a gay person, you don't look gay. You don't look gay. He's just got no filter.
Yeah.
And they all laughed, and all the people that were commenting were like, this is why we love him, gays for Trump, this, that, and the other. I mean, because you know what you're getting with him.
Yeah. There's no
tells
smoke
you.
and mirrors.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I didn't mean to change the subject to that, but yesterday
I was trying to say I had no politics on here today.
No, I know, but it was the
always
first.
ends up going that, and that's fine. And that's
No, and the only reason I brought it up is because yesterday was really the first time that I had ever seen it at that level in person. Again, you see it on TV.
Yeah.
But in person at the table, and it's like shocking to hear that these. But anyway, I'm sorry.
So we know now what the top death songs are. What are the most requested songs by people on their deathbed? Again, this is content that I thought was interesting. Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Wow.
If you're on your deathbed, first of all, I don't know if I'm caring about hearing a tune. I got to hear a tune before I check out.
God, I never thought about that.
Think about it, and I'll give you the countdown. All right?
Okay,
Number 10. So here's what they did. Over 1,000 people shared their loved ones' bucket-kicking song requests. So it's not the people that were participating because, of course, they're dead. So their loved ones shared what they wanted to hear before they went out. Number 10, These Are the Days of Our Lives by Queen.
It's a good song, but I mean, okay.
I don't even know that song. How does that go?
I Oh God, I couldn't even sing it.
To
for
me,
you.
that sounds like a soap opera. These, the intro to the days of our lives. So these are the days of our lives. That's what that means to me. Mafia, what's your death song? Hey Jude, number 9.
I don't.
And that's confusing. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
don't.
just their
Understand, I don't
favorite
see
song.
it.
Beautiful, Christina Aguilera's 8. What a wonderful world, number 7. Angels, Robbie Williams at 6.
That's a good song.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun, 5th most requested deathbed song. What a great countdown. Too bad Casey's dead. He could do this one.
Yeah.
Number 5,
Number 5.
I'm Casey. Number 4, Over the Rainbow, Judy Garland.
I would rather hear "Over the Rainbow" by that big Hawaiian dude.
Yeah,
That
that's
was a good one.
version.
With the ukulele.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Number 3, Simply the Best, Better Than All the Rest, Tina Turner. You're going out with an attitude if that's your song.
Yeah.
I was the best, man. You're going to miss me.
Yeah.
Number 2, I Will Always Love You from Whitney. Ugh, that song never made me feel good. I don't want to hear that. That better not be the last thing I hear when I die.
I will. Yeah, I don't think. No, I'm trying to think. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
What if you died like right before, like during the drop?
And you're just out.
And you die right before that part. Number 1, My Way, Frank Sinatra. Number 1 most requested deathbed song.
I was gonna say either that or "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world.
Hallelujah, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah. That's up there for me.
Do you know the song?
I Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore.
Yeah. You know the song? I guess it's by Hillsong Collective. It's called Oceans.
No, Hillsong Church?
Yeah, but it's called Oceans. You hear it all the time on the Christian station. You hear it a lot in like videos of people that are like, passing away or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It hits you. It's a good one.
Barbie said Freebird.
That's a good one.
Galvin KS, For a Dancer by Jackson Brown, probably, or Standing on the Moon by Grateful Dead. I don't know either one of those songs.
I don't either. Mickey Claro said Highway to Hell.
Oh, come on. Everybody makes jokes about hell. That's not a place you want to end up.
Kayla says she wants Shots by LMFAO. Hey, fuck it.
All right.
Celebrate. Another one bites the dust.
Tool Job, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
Yeah.
For Whom the Bell Tolls. Do you say that one? Should I Stay or Should I Go? Not These
That's a
Two
good
Fucking Guys podcast. That's a good one.
Nell said Wind Beneath My Wings. Oh, Tracy said Our Wedding Song.
What is that?
It's what's her name? Haley Steinfeld.
You better fucking know your wedding song, dude.
What's the name of the song? It's the Elvis. She redid it. Haley Steinfeld. Fuck.
You're dying. You're turning red, man. You're turning red. You're starting to sweat.
Hi, Tracy. Love you.
She said no.
No, I forget the name.
That's not it. She said no.
It's Our Wedding Song. What is she talking about?
She said no. I'm taking her over. Oh,
The one
Russ said, Here I Am, Lord. That's nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, Tracy, what is it?
It's Haley Steinfeld.
First of all, Haley Steinfeld. Why would you choose that artist?
What was her name? No, Haley Reinhart. Haley Reinhart. It's take
You are so
my hand.
It
Oh
was
my
your
God.
wedding, man.
Falling in Love with You. I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. The remake from Elvis. Haley Reinhart. I'm tired, man. I had 4 hours of sleep.
Oh my God, that was rough.
Franklin Guerrero said, "You better think of your death song immediately." Yeah, I'm dying over here. Jesus.
Corey Hart did the best version of Can't Help Falling in Love with You, by the way.
I never heard his version.
The Sunglasses at Night guy. Yeah, he had a hit with it in the
Really?
80s. Yeah, it was really good. Marilyn says, People get ready. Rod Stewart and Jeff Beck. British Nick. Kane just said he would take Tracy. Jay's dream has come true. I did? Did I say that? Maybe I said it in British English. Did I just say that? I don't think I said that.
I didn't hear that, but
I
I mean,
didn't
if
hear that
you
either.
did, it's probably because it was just normal talk, you know?
So those are your death songs. Green Day now is doing something interesting. Keep it in music. They're re-releasing Dookie, right? But in the most inconvenient way possible. Because Dookie is 30 years old. And
Yeah.
however I feel about Billy Joel these days, Billy Joe Armstrong, who cares? It doesn't matter. But they're releasing not remastered, but demastered versions of each song individually. What does that mean? Demastered. They're making it sound like shit on purpose? Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. So they're literally, when you record it at the studio before you send it to get mastered, no, the levels aren't right.
Well, you'll understand.
Okay.
Boy,
okay.
Because each song is loaded into an outdated and really inconvenient piece of tech. For example, Burnout, first song on the album, Burnout. The only way you can hear it demastered is if you buy the song on a player piano roll.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Player pianos play themselves, right?
Yep.
Having a Blast is going to be on a floppy disk.
Oh my God.
Chump is on a Teddy Ruxpin. So if you want to hear demastered Chump, you got to buy the Teddy Ruxpin and play the song that way. Longview is on a doorbell. I love this. I low-key love this. It's not, I mean, I don't know why you would do it, except for it's a cool story.
I mean, it's just.
Welcome to Paradise is on a Game Boy cartridge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pulling Teeth is on a toothbrush. I see.
Yeah.
Basket Case is on a Big Mouth Billy bass. Bass. Yeah, bass. That's fish. So it's a bass.
There's one that's on the wall that you hang on the wall.
Yeah,
and you walk by and it
Or you
starts
walk by.
playing.
Now that I would buy.
Yeah, I would too.
Because that's
I
a
would
good
buy.
song.
Yeah.
Every
Agreed.
time you walk by. Do you have the time? She is on a hit clip. Remember hit clips?
No, what is that?
I think it was a device where it would play just a piece
Oh.
of the song, 20 seconds of a song. It was so stupid. It didn't last very long. Sassafras Roots is on an 8-track tape. When I Come Around is on a super old school wax cylinder. Coming Clean is on an X-ray record. Eminence Sleepus is on an answering machine. In the End is on a mini disc. I still have a mini disc player somewhere. FOD is on a Fisher-Price record, and All By Myself is on a music box.
Just imagine how much fucking space is going to take up in your house to listen to 16 songs. What in the... I mean, I like the idea.
You know, the diehard Green Day fans will be hunting for all of these
Oh,
pieces.
without a doubt.
The Teddy Ruxpin is the most expensive. It's $99. Like the floppy disk and the 8-track, those are only $19. But where are you going to play it? Where are you going to play a floppy disk? Nobody has that old computer anymore.
No. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have to buy a unit, like a newer unit that digitizes the floppy disk into your computer. Oh God. I think the only...
Oh, go ahead.
I think the only one I would buy was the fish hanging on the wall. I think that's the only one I would get.
I would get that too. DookieDemastered.com is if you want to like buy all these things. I think there's only limited quantities available. So DookieDemastered.com.
What in the world, man?
Speaking of which, did you ever hear about Lady Gaga performing at Lollapalooza back in 2007? She was playing a side stage and she wasn't famous yet. And this was video that it's kind of like the unicorn, like, oh, did she really play? Because no one has ever seen the video. Lady Gaga at Lollapalooza in front of just a few hundred people. Oh, my God. Well, they found it. It's on YouTube. And I thought it was interesting enough just to show you what she was like before she was famous. My first takeaway from this is like, well, I'll play it for you. You tell me.
Oh, wow. Look at how small the stage is.
Yeah, it's tiny. A minute 50 in, and she's already out of her dress and wearing hardly anything on stage.
Blueberry kisses ain't you around, and too much pressure
underpants with fishnet stockings and high heels and
a bra.
Teeny tiny bra.
Yeah.
My first thought was, why you got to do that? Let the music speak. If
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
a
yeah.
serious musician, this is before she was even famous. She right here is desperate to be famous. She always talks about, her ability and listen to my people always sexualize me. Well, bitch,
Look at you. Yeah, yeah.
you started that way. It's not like you were, sitting fully clothed behind a piano in a darkly lit room. You're on stage at Lollapalooza with dancing girls in the background and shit.
Like you took it to the mall. It started to be physical. But we've only been on one day, baby. Yeah, and it was fun till you started.
Everybody in the crowd is watching her going, what the fuck is this?
I think I saw one person in the middle clapping. That's it. I don't think everybody else is what the fuck.
Crazy. I don't really find it very cute or sexy when you color instantly to text.
She's playing right by the freeway. The camera just did a pan behind her, and she's like butt up against the fucking freeway.
Dirty ice cream, baby.
Begging people. Look at the people in the front. The one girl with the glasses there with the pigtails, she's like,
Oh
what
yeah.
the fuck is
what
this?
the hell is happening?
Begging people to look at her vag.
Wow.
There goes the guy. That guy in the blue, he's leaving. He's like, I see enough. She looks good. That's the best I've ever seen her look as far as body goes.
Yeah, I mean, she's a talented,
She
talented.
is.
I don't know why she would have. I guess again, you pull at strings when you're trying to get famous, right?
This is before the Illuminati got a hold of her. This is before she sold her soul to the devil and started wearing meat dresses.
Oh yeah.
Because you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
If she looks this good and it ain't working, because that music doesn't sound much different than the stuff she had hits with.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But none of what she's trying there was working. Look at the crowd. Nobody was feeling it.
Nobody's feeling it. Nobody's
So-
dancing. Nobody's like putting their hands up. Nothing.
Satan got a hold of her that night. He's like, hey, I liked it. I can help you out.
Drink this.
What do you need? You just want a blowjob or something? No, I want more than that. I want your soul. Okay. All right, that's enough.
Look at her DJ. Just fucking. He's first of all, she's on a folding table. Yeah, that's how you know you fucking started from nowhere. Jesus Christ.
Wait, you critique the DJ then, since you're a DJ.
She was on a folding table. The wires were exposed. There was like one turntable on the right that was different than the left one. The computer. I mean, it was like.
Were they different? I didn't notice that.
They were both different. And like, Jesus. Nothing even.
Did you even notice Lady Gaga, or were you looking at?
No, I looked at everything, but then usually wouldn't you put a tablecloth over the table so at least it looks like you're not on a fucking plastic folding? Like you should be serving a buffet on that table.
It was janky, wasn't it?
Yes. God.
Wouldn't you put a tablecloth on the table?
I mean, right? I don't know.
That's funny. Was she really spinning?
No.
What was she actually doing?
Dancing.
The DJ.
She was there so that everybody, Lady Gaga wasn't on stage alone, butt naked almost. Because she wasn't doing anything. The turntables weren't even moving.
No, they weren't. If you could see Jay's face, if you're on Spotify, he's just beside himself.
Because, like, listen, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. But again, a fucking black tablecloth, put the wires, tape them down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's mad the wires weren't taped down. Lady Gaga, 2007. All right. I don't suppose we have the NFL music? Because
No.
you're not at home. We don't have that.
It's probably not in here.
Fuck. When are you back, by the way?
Monday. Tomorrow I fly. I'll be in the air. I leave tonight at 10:30. And it's a 6-hour time difference. So I'll be in the air. I'll land at like 8:38 or something like that.
So we off tomorrow then? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if Corey's around, I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do the show by the time I get home.
What day is it today?
Today's Thursday.
Oh, so I guess we're having another Friday
Sorry,
off.
guys. I mean, it's,
You fucker. But Monday we're going to be back to fucking normal?
Monday I'm back. I'm home. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know where. I
Oh,
think.
fuck. Wait. Monday I won't be able to do the show. Robbie's making me fill in for mornings
Oh, dude.
on the fucking boss because it's Columbus Day.
Is it Columbus Day already? Fuck. All
Or
right.
it's someday, isn't it? Let me see. Let me look at my calendar. What did he fool me into? Yeah, it's Columbus Day on Monday. So I have to fill in doing mornings. I forgot to mention that.
So everybody's saying do
Well,
a
how
Kane.
about if we do a later show on Monday
What time?
at night when I get home from work?
Hey, I'll do that. Tracy's at bowling. You'll have Giovanni in the background as long as you don't
I don't
mind.
care.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
can do
just
it.
feel bad taking so many days off.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
that's
do.
fine with me. That's fine with me. We can do
I
a
mean,
late
you
show.
know, you may not think that, but the mafia, I don't want to screw you guys over.
Okay, so I'm not saying that because we could do a night show, but everybody's saying do the Kane and Rick show tomorrow. If Rick's available. I know he has a lot of clients recently, but they
All right,
like if they like when it's you and Rick because you guys, go down those rabbit holes. They like it.
I gotta go to. Remember when Marlo filled in for a minute?
Yeah.
She's got my extra equipment. If I go get that from her and bring it to Russ's house, and then best friend Russ could be on too.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll figure something out for tomorrow, and then
And Jenny says you're not screwing us. Just take the days off. Like we done. Listen. So today's show will be the 646th show. That's a lot. When I tell people we've done 646 shows, they're like, "Holy fuck, that's a lot of shows."
what is
People
that? Like 5 years? No, not really. A span of 3, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's a podcast that do once, maybe twice a week.
I know, but still. But I
No,
don't.
I know,
don't
I know.
hold myself to those standards. I don't care what the number is. I still feel bad.
No, I
'Cause
get it.
People
No,
are paying for it, and so
No, I get it. Yeah.
And that was the promise. The promise was, you go every day. So,
Yeah.
whatever. All right, let's do a little news.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
Crocs. Get your kid out of Crocs. Crocs are destroying your kids' feet.
Yeah.
Did you know this?
I did not, but I could tell you this, man. I drive Giovanni to school every morning, and I have to drive by the high school, and I don't think I see anybody in any kid in anything else but Crocs. No sneakers. There
Really?
are Crocs. Bro, it's okay. 9 out of 10. There are some that are wearing sneakers, but every kid wears Crocs, and now they put those little pins on them to make them,
Yeah.
to decorate them up and shit.
When I was a kid, if you didn't have the Nikes or the Onitsuka Tigers or the Pumas or the good sneaker, you were ostracized. The
Yeah.
last thing, well, oh my God, my mom wants to buy me plastic shoes. I might have to Menendez her. Plastic shoes? How did that become a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'd go to Kmart. My dad would wear them. I refused, so I always got the good sneakers. But he would go get himself a $5 pair of sneakers at Kmart, but they were plastic. They'd have the Nike swoosh. You know how it was, like that?
It's upside
The
down. and
Kmart
shit.
ones was upside down. Yeah, it was a swoosh, but it was upside down, literally. And he would wear those. These are good enough. Nah. But now plastic
way.
shoes, man. And a podiatrist is like, kids come in all the time with issues, structural issues, heel and arch pain, hammer toes. You know why because you got to grip the shoe to keep it on. Like a flip-flop.
Now those started as like, didn't they start for like workers in restaurants and kitchens and shit? Yeah, where did or people on the beach or on a boat, right? Like, well, how did they start?
Fuck if I know. When I first noticed them, they were always on like the fucking gross people,
Yeah.
poor people, Crocs and socks. I remember seeing a guy at the bar. He was sitting there where he was wearing Crocs, socks, and he was ragged clothes, and he was smoking. He had 2 teeth in his head. That to me is a Croc wear. It always has been, always will be.
So they were born in Boulder, Colorado as comfortable boat shoes.
Okay.
And now there's 120 styles of them. Fuck
Boat
that.
shoes. Who's wearing those on a slippery deck of a boat?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it says here. What
Anyway.
the fuck?
I have hammer toes. Sucks. I didn't know I had hammer toes.
What
Until
are
I
hammer
started
toes?
When the my second toe doesn't lay flat, it curves down.
Okay.
I thought those were normal toes, and so I started looking around at everybody else's toes. I'm like, how come your second toe lays flat? That's weird. I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Mountain Dew's changing its logo.
Okay.
Back in 2009, they thought it was cool to just shorten Mountain to MTN.
Yeah.
But now they're going back to spelling it out.
Going backwards.
Earth-shattering news.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll be spelling mountain out. Doctors are warning against an. Oh, I don't want to do that. Sorry, that's stupid. So let's just do jokes. Mark this down for an edit. I got to fucking scroll to find these beds.
I got it. I got the bed. You ready?
Nah, the volume's going to be fucked up.
Okay, go ahead.
Where is it?
It's right under the.
There it is. I got you. Okay.
It's now time for
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Kane and Corey's Really Bad Jokes.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
I don't even know why I'm still fucking doing these without Corey.
I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna really try to match
It ain't
today. Here we
you.
go.
It's just they're just so bad and like. There we go.
Right.
An American teenager is the first known person to get the classic video game Tetris to reset level 0 after beating it. He actually went so far on it that it just went right back to like you just started over.
He was also the first person to never see a vagina in person.
Wow. The only puzzle he can't solve is how to talk to girls. That's a match.
Yeah, it's a match for sure.
That was pretty easy, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Where else do you go with that one, right?
Yeah.
Mountain Dew's coming out with a new logo. Although the Mountain Dew can will look different, it will still taste like goat piss and death. Put the death part on there because that shit'll kill you, man.
Oh God, diabetes, everything, all of that shit. Heart disease.
So the cans are now going to spell out the entire word mountain. Yeah, big fucking deal. Wake me up when Coke goes back to spelling it cocaine cola. Then I'm back to enjoying that. Chippendales dancers are looking to unionize.
Chippendales dancers are looking to unionize.
Yeah. By the way, Netflix got a Christmas movie out, starring Chad Michael Murray. It's coming out about. It's a Christmas movie about strippers, male strippers. Some woman goes. I guess her car crashes in a male strip. I don't know what happens. Small town. I don't know.
She spends fucking Christmas with all the strippers in one room.
I guess so. Something like that.
She gets a gangbang. Oh, that sounds something. I mean, all right. So,
ho.
Yeah. All right. So, Chippendales are looking to unionize. I don't know. I'm not.
Well, I think their union fees are going to be called junk fees. A boycott is a place to nap backstage. A boycott. A cot for boys. What's that pounding going on over there?
It's over the hotel. They're working on the roof right here. I'm on the top floor. Sorry.
Good Lord. All right, last one. Get the hell out of here. David Lee Roth turned 70 today. What do I usually do when singers have a birthday?
Absolutely nothing.
David Lee Roth is 70. He's got a new song, new album called Shuffling with the Devil. Off his new album, Diver Down and I Can't Get Up. And he's now in a new band called Mini Van Halen. All right, I'm going to get the hell out of here. That's enough.
All right, here we go. Later.
See you tomorrow. I'll figure out what's going on for tomorrow. Turn that down. Turn that way down. Turn that way down. I'll figure out what's going on tomorrow. We'll send you an email. We'll let you know.
Yeah,
Bye.
let me know. All right. Later, guys.